Hi everyone, Mo here, and there's a new addition to the family of gelatos from Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft. It's called the translucents. As you might have guessed from the name, that these colors are sheer see-through, which is different from the original formula of the opaque gelatos that you are familiar with. The color palette is warm, soft, romantic, almost vintage. And I just want you to see, it's so beautiful. And you can create layers of beautiful colors with these translucent gelatos. And if you allow each layer to dry completely before you add another layer, you will see just how each layer will leave its own footprint behind. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to be using, let me choose a few colors today. So this one's turmeric. Not sure about that one. Let me take this one, thistle. And this one's eggplant. And this one's lychee. So I'm going to work with these four colors today. Let me set this aside. And I will be working on a 140-pound watercolor paper. It's cold pressed, so there's a little texture. And I probably am going to work directly from the tube. I'll show you what I mean. But you could always rub it on a palette like this and pick up your color from there, whatever you find easier for yourself. So let me do that. I'm just picking up a little color directly from the tube. And I am going to put down, actually, let me show you this way as well, so you can see. So it's a very light color. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to draw a super simple hexagon with it. Just that. I did an outline and I filled in the shape. I'm going to do a few more of the hexagons around, and they don't all have to be, how do I say it, same directional. They can be very random. I think random would be more appropriate. And I am basically putting down a first layer. And this works no matter what shape, or if you're doing washes. I'm just showing you just one shape that I really like. I did something similar with all of the colors for the Innovations product showcase for Faber-Castell at Creativation 2018. Some of you might have seen it. Some of you came up to me at the booth and told me that you saw it and you loved it. So I'm really just bringing that to those of you who were not at Creativation and didn't see these things in person or the demos at the booth. You can see how soft and beautiful these colors are. And because I'm working on a shape and a surface that's really small, like what is this? Maybe a 5" by 5" or something small, pretty small. And that's why I can take the color directly from the tube. But if you are working on a bigger surface, which I have, I actually created a 16 by 20 canvas, mixed media canvas with the translucent gelato set. And I'll probably post a picture with this video. And for that, because the surface was so much bigger, I just rubbed the gelatos directly onto the canvas surface. So it all depends on how big your surface is, what's the look that you're trying to achieve. So I'm gonna put this one away. You don't need to heat set it, but I want to show you the layered effect, so I need to dry this. So let's take another one. This is the lychee, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the first layer. The thing that I'm going to do though, that's going to bring out the layered look, is if I overlap the second layer of shapes over the first one. And you can see that I'm going in with a wet brush with my next layer of color, and it does not reactivate the layer beneath. So I'm going to continue with that. Next, this one's thistle. And you can see I did the same thing again. There was an overlap and it maintains that outline. So now I'm going to do something that overlaps, like almost connect some of the shapes together. This is so much fun to do. I could do this all day, and when I was at Creativation, I actually did this for 3 straight days and I never got bored. This one's eggplant. This is a very pretty color. I mean, it's very hard to choose one color over another, but that one certainly is one of my favorites from the set. And let's see, maybe go over here and make this a little bigger and go like that. There's no blueprint to where you want to place your shapes. It's just whatever you feel like at that given moment. Every time I see these colors together, they remind me of sea glasses. You know how beautiful sea glasses look when the sun shines through, and it just reminds me of that. If you're wondering if the translucent gelatos can do the same things the original formula opaque gelatos can do, yes, they can. You can still blend them dry, mix them with mediums. I have not mixed them with honey medium to create pretty skins, you know, acrylic layers. And it's like layering colored glass together and then staggering them and seeing how the colors interact and how it looks when the light goes through it. So I could do this forever, but I'm sure you don't have that much time. So this is how it looks. You can see how every single layer has that distinct footprint. I'm going to show you something I've done before. So here's one that I did with all the colors, and you can see it's still soft and maintains all the layers and I wanted to see if they would blend into each other like the opaque formula does when it's just one shape kisses the other shape, and it did blend in beautifully. But if you let the one layer dry and then apply the next layer, then you do see that build up. And I just added sentiment with one of the mixed media transfers. Mixed media transfers are another new release from Creative Vision 2018, and I will of course have videos down the line, not down the line, near future, and you can see how they work. But then that was like a quick note card. You could write at the back and send it to somebody. And then I was seeing if it would let me do like watercolor. And I did a little quick sketch of the street in front of my house. And this is a foggy, misty winter morning. There's still snow on the yard. It's not finished yet, but you can see that the colors are so soft and muted. They do capture that foggy feel of that morning. And you can also do mixed media with it. There's a 16 by 20 canvas I was referring to in the beginning where I blended it, directly applied the gelatos on the canvas. I'm going to have an image of that in this video just so you can see that it can lend itself beautifully to both mixed media and watercolor art. And I hope you will like the translucent gelatos, and I can't wait to see what you create with them. Thanks for watching.